big treat for you. You know, I get to do these events, not this type of event, but lots of speaking events all the time, and you don't always get to introduce government ministers. But see when that government minister turns out to be one of your pals, it's absolutely amazing. With us today we have Humza Yousaf, who is the Minister for External Affairs and International Development. An amazing job he's doing around the world, talking Scotland up and not talking Scotland down.
Yay!
Humza Yousaf!
That's a nicer introduction than even my maw gives me, to be honest, but thank you so much. Well, you may have noticed that Alec Neil, other government minister, cabinet secretary, also walked in. He said if I do the singing, he'll do the dancing. What do you think? Aye, right, the heavens will open asunder once again. Ladies and gentlemen, friends of Scotland, the Yes campaigners, the movements from all parties and none, what a pleasure it is to be here with you. I was reflecting on what I should say as I was yesterday actually in the afternoon, and I was thinking, I went to my mum's house in the evening and I came across and she found one of my old school report cards from when I was away, and the report cards were all the same. They said, your boy, he's no daft, but he spends too much time daydreaming. He spends too much time wandering off and looking out the window. And you know, I never stopped dreaming. Even when I went to university, or when I went through my school life, even right now, if you go to my office in Glasgow, there's these terrible forehead marks against the window where I spend my time looking out. And the problem is, people tell you to stop dreaming. Well, there's one message I've got for you. Is never ever lose the ability to dream. You see, the reason for that is very simple. In Scotland we're a nation of dreamers. How else could you have a nation of innovators and inventors of the modern world that invented the television, the telephone, tarmac, penicillin, pneumatic tyre, tubular steel? Just tell me when to stop. These guys were all dreamers. The Adam Smiths, the Humes, the Logie Bairds were all dreamers, every single one of them. And actually, I was my grandfather who told me this quote from T.E. Lawrence that said, all men and women dream equally. But no, all men dream, but not all men dream equally. Those who dream in the darkness, they wake to find that it was just vanity. But those that dream when their eyes are open, well, they make the impossible possible. So every single one of us has a dream. And I think every single one of us spends our days with our eyes open, dreaming that we can create a society where we put bairns before we put the bombs. We can create a society where we don't have to have those that are living in Scotland choosing between heating and eating. I believe every single one of us dreams that whether you're an immigrant that comes from Pakistan, from China, from the European Union, you're not a burden to Scotland, you are Scotland, because you contribute towards our society. And every single one of us shares that dream. And you know what, when my grandfather came here in 1964 from a small town in Pakistan, never ever could he have imagined that his son or grandson would end up being a government minister leading and being part of a movement towards independence, because that's what dreaming does. So never ever lose that ability to dream, because they've told us before you'll never have a Scottish Parliament, and we proved them wrong. They said the SNP will never get in government, we proved them wrong. They said you won't have a majority government, we proved them wrong. They say you can't have independence for your country, we tell them we'll prove you wrong.
Yay!
So friends, last year we lost that great father of humanity, Nelson Mandela. And I'm a great man for quotes, and I read one of his when I was a boy that said it always seems impossible until it's done. So when they tell you it's impossible, just you wait till it's done. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of that movement, for everything you do, for every person that you talk to. There's 102 days to go. Make sure you talk to every single person you come across. Bang that drum as loudly as you can, because we will not win this as just the Scottish Government. We will not win this as politicians. We will win it because of you. Thank you.
Yeah.